And welcome back to this week's episode of the Broken Kid Podcast. This is probably my fifth time recording this shit, and I don't even know if it's going to be good. But before we commence, just like the video, share it, post it, do whatever you got to do to get this channel to grow. Please get it to grow like a tumor in the brain. Please, rapid, terminal cancer. We've got 3 months to make this succeed. But anyhow, here we are, and you probably know, you may or may not know what today's podcast is going to be, but I'm just going to say it. We all have that one person in our life who thinks that they can do something better than they truly can. You know, that person who thinks that they can sing better than they truly can, they can cook better, they can act better, they can tell jokes, and they really don't. We all have that person. I'm probably the last one. I think they can tell jokes better than they truly are. But we all have that person, and this isn't what I'm going to tell you. We all have that person who thinks that they can cook better. And for me, it's my aunt. And she cooks food in a way that is very concerning, that nobody tells her that it's horrible. And I feel stupid because every time I used to go to work, this happened recently, about like a week ago, and if my stomach could be traumatized, I'm pretty sure I experienced it already. But what I experienced was trauma of the stomach and the mouth and the throat, and not by a priest, but by her cooking. And oh my goodness, it is so disgusting. It is terrible. None of it is safe. This woman should be locked up in jail. If it was a crime, she should be locked up for life. And her husband and her children should all be, and her children are also 30. Like they're grown up. There's no reason why this woman should be lied to by her children. When I made a joke, and I got in trouble the other day because I made a joke that if there was a gun to my daughter's head, if I had a daughter, and they said, eat this food or else we shoot her, I said, well, then I guess you're going to have to take her life because I can make another kid in 9 months. And anyhow, I made my mom was like, no, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what the price of having a kid is like. And I said, yes, it's very expensive, especially with inflation. But she was like, you don't know what it's like to have a kid. And I said, she's like, well, what if it was me? Would you eat the food? And I continued to say, she said, I'm scared. She's like, I'm scared to hear what you're saying. Now we were kind of joking, but then I said, you're scared because you know if I said that about my daughter, what am I going to say about you? No, I wouldn't eat the food to save your life because that food is disgusting. No, if Al Qaeda or any terrorist group put a gun in your head and said, eat this, I'd be like, no, please, sir, please, guys, don't make me eat this. And I said, like, you try eating it, it's disgusting. And they get a waft of it and be like, oh, no, we're going after the wrong person. And then they would change their focus on my aunt, because that is the reality of how disgusting her food is. I don't trust her to bring anything to life in terms of food, in terms of flavor, because she cooks with the same old spices. She cooks with like a spice that is on everything. It's like you can put it on just about anything, but it's chicken flavored. So she puts chicken flavor on fucking nasty things like she'll put it on what will she put it on? She can put this chicken seasoning on just about anything except on her husband's dick, but it's disgusting because it doesn't even taste good. And like I said, her kids should not be allowed to have a mouth because they just tell lies through it. It is not okay to tell lies to your mother. It's okay to lie. I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna smoke some jazz cabbage. Good. But to lie to her face and say, hey, your food is good, it's exceptional, it's great, that is just disrespectful to her, and it's disrespectful to all of us. She is a weapon of mass destruction because every time I eat it, my asshole becomes a weapon of mass destruction because of her. I eat this shitty food and I'm in the toilet and I'm crapping and I want to put my finger down my own throat like an anorexic teenage girl or bulimic, which one it is. I want to purge. I think it's bulimia. But yeah, no, this stuff is disgusting. And she has a lot of her food from like food banks. And she doesn't even like to go to food banks. So what happened is we went to food banks a few times and they gave us a bunch of crappy food like they always do. Canned food. And a lot of people are like, nah, food banks are great. No, they're not. They're not great. I hate food banks. Their food, I hate them. It's where people's stomach and appetite goes to die. Because for one item that they give you that is good, they'll give you several that is bad. I go and they give me 3 bags of beans, 2 bags of lentils and rice, cans of corn, 2 cans of diced tomato, 2 cans of potatoes in a can. They give us chicken in a bag, like shredded chicken in a little bag. And it's not, I'm not talking about like a 2-pound bag. I'm talking like these little packs that are like sustainable eating. Sustainable eating comes at the cost of flavor and your desire to eat that shit. But they give us all this food that's nasty and doesn't even serve a purpose, so we have to throw it away. And my mom, rather than throwing it away, decides, hey, let's give some to this lady. To our aunt. Every time we would take her some, and this was like last week, but this is why I didn't go. This is why I stopped going, because we would sit down and she would give us food, like a lot of food, like a lot of food. She would sit like, and you know, like when everybody has like, sometimes they talk like, oh, you know, if when they give you food, you gotta eat it, or else you'll get offended. But in that case, it's somebody who actually knows how to cook, and they keep bringing you good food, and you're like, oh, I'm full of good food. Here, if you're bulimic, do not go into this house. If you're anorexic, don't go into this house. If you're normal, don't go into this house. But it is disgusting because you're eating this food and it is so disgusting, and it comes to life. It takes like a form of its own. You don't even know what it is. If I had a picture of it, I would show it to you. But she comes up with the craziest ideas. She puts a corn in everything. She puts corn with beans. She puts corn in like what else does she put it in? She puts it in. She makes like this vegetable stew where it's just pure vegetables, no protein, no conventional protein like beef or even pork or chicken. It's very rare that she uses them. She gets so excited, and she was telling us, she's like, I started saving cans for Thanksgiving dinner, and I said, what the fuck? Can you not spend some money on some real food? Or go out and get it ordered and take it out? Like, you know how people go to these places and they get takeout? So they don't have to make any money? So they don't have to spend any money making it in time? They pay somebody like $40 and they get like a full meal that they'll have leftovers for? This is disgusting. This food is disgusting, honestly. Makes me want to put a... And I mean, I got in trouble because I was describing her food as like, if you put a turd next to it, her food, you wouldn't know. But you honestly, it looks like she puts like squash, potato, carrots, and corn. And some mysterious like broth. And she goes like, it looks like she went like this with it. And then she'll bring you out refried beans. And then one time she brought out chicken, and it was bagged chicken, like rossiter chicken that you get like from Costco, right, or Walmart or anywhere. In that bag where it's like it's ready to eat, and it tastes best when you take it home right away and eat it. And it was cold. It was in the fridge for like a week. And that's what she does. She puts food in the fridge for like days and then serves it to you. And I feel so stupid because if I could build a time machine and I could go back and prevent myself from being born, I would do that. But also, if I had a time machine, I would go back and say, I would say shh to myself, be like, hey, shh, don't eat it. You don't have to feel bad. Leave it. Don't eat it. But rather, here we are doing this crap, eating it just to not hurt her feelings. And it takes me so long to eat her food because it's so disgusting. And then you're eating the first plate, and then she comes out with the second plate of some mysterious food. And then one time, the other day, like about a week ago, she came out with like these like really black, it was ripe bananas that she had mushed up, and she called pudding. And it was like disgusting. Flavor was not good. It took me like 30 minutes to eat a tiny little bowl this big. It was, think of it like poor man's version of flan. Like that custard flan that everybody loves, because you know I'm Mexican and I love flan. But that lady is not she's not concerned with cooked food, because oh god. And then she made lemonade once, and she was like acting like she had made this like great liquor drink or something. In fact, I wish I had gone in fucking drunk as hell, because then I wouldn't have had to worry about eating. I would have like thrown it all up, and that would have been the best case scenario. But no. That is not what happened. That is not what happened. What happened was something else. I kept. That had been like. It had been like a year or two since I had last gone. Probably like a year and a half or two. And that food made me remember why. And it was so disgusting. But I got in trouble because I made a joke about how if like my daughter's life was in danger, if I had a daughter and they forced me to eat that food, like if Al Qaeda or the Taliban like okay, kidnapped my daughter and they said eat this food or we kill your daughter, I said no, you can kill my daughter. I'll make another one in 9 months. And my mom got mad. She said, you obviously don't know what it's like to have a kid because when you do, you're not going to say that stuff. And I said, and she's like, what would you say about me if they did the same thing? I said, well, I guess we're going to have to dig 2 graves then because my daughter and you are being buried. Because I don't want to eat that food. I do not want to eat it. This is disgusting. Disgusting. And I was like, it's a joke, it's a joke. And I had to like backpedal on this because it was a joke. It was a joke, and nobody could tell that I was joking. And my mom got hurt, but now she's doing a lot better. But no, that food is disgusting. Like if you eat that food, you're not the same. Like you have to purposefully eat good food afterwards to like wash out that shitty food. And I don't even know what the hell. Like that food is not good. It's like beans and toast and stuff, and she treats it like it's a great meal. It's not that good. The only thing she made once that was really good was like a quesadilla, which was not that bad. And I think that was just because I was happy to eat something that wasn't an experiment. But that lady loves her canned corn, canned vegetables, canned anything. She loves it. The other day I went and she was like, take a can of what is it, Ben's bush beans or something, whatever it's called, and they were like the sweet beans, sweet chili beans, and I was like, oh god. I was like, no, I'm fine, please, you can keep them. She's like, no, I'll take one. So I'm like, okay, I'll take one. And then she's like, take 2, and I'm like, no, I'm fine. She's like, no, please. So I take 2, and I was like, I like beans, but I'm not that crazy about them, you know? I like beans in the right way, but I'm not gonna like eat a can. I'm not I can't just open a can and then eat them straight out. I know that's not what you're supposed to do always. You can if you want, but no, that's not what I was trying to do. What I was trying to do was like I was just trying to get out, and I spent an hour and a half there with me and my mom go there just to say like just to deliver food or so, like sometimes we go just to like drop her food off, and then she'll be like, sit down, and we all know where she's going because she's gonna invite us food. You know, if you sit down with Rosalba, she's gonna give you food. She's gonna force you with Rosalba. She's gonna force you to eat some bad food. And I made a joke about how like if she dies, they're gonna bury her with a can of corn in her like this, like in her coffin, and instead of throwing flowers, they're gonna throw like cans of corn. And I hate corn. I like eating it. It's not bad. It's good actually. But the nutritional value, if you don't know this, your body can't break down the shell of the corn. So you eat it and it comes out when you poop it, it looks like corn. Like if your poop looks like it has yellow corns on it, it's because it is yellow corn. And no. We all have that one person, but that shit is disgusting. If you have that one person who cooks food and they think they're good at it, this is why I never say I'm a good cook. Because the only thing that I cook a lot. Everyone does. Everybody runs like in the morning. A lot of people run, but they're not Usain Bolt, so don't say you are. But like the best thing I can cook is probably like lasagna, and it's good lasagna. It's great, it's great lasagna. That being said, this is one of the craziest things. God damn, I'm thinking about it right now. But that being said, I'm probably traumatized. I'm gonna go throw up. Cut it right here. I'm gonna go throw up. Just bleep.